Yo guys, welcome back. This is Everything Bar and Service. My name is Braden, and today I'm going to be telling you guys a very interesting story that happened at work today. So what happened basically is a how do I even explain it? It's something to learn from. Definitely, you definitely can learn from it. Do you hope for it? Absolutely not. Does it happen? Occasionally. So basically what happened, so today around 2 o'clock I was sitting in the office doing some paperwork kind of stuff and working on my schedules and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, the damn power goes whoop, beep, beep, beep. That's basically the sound that I heard from the office. You know, it might have been a little dramatic, but yeah, basically everything shuts down. It's a very dramatic noise, especially when they're office, because you got a lot of equipment going on in there, all the battery backups and all the security system stuff, and the routers and this and that and the POS systems and the computers and stuff like that. And then whenever you're at their house and the power flickers, it's usually not a big deal. But in a restaurant, especially a large restaurant with a large scale with multiple POS systems, it's a pretty damn big deal when it happens. Yeah, so to try to explain it to people that haven't really worked with POS systems in the restaurant before, those things are your saving grace, okay? So especially every restaurant now is designed to, every restaurant is designed to operate with POS systems. And when those go out, the computer systems go out, especially when you have POS systems running your kitchen, and that's how the food gets out, and that's how the cooks see the food to cook is through a POS system, and that's basically short for point of sale system. It basically is the heart and the lungs of a restaurant, especially when it's designed to operate with them. Now, that being said, can you guess what happens next? So the power goes out, everything comes back on, and everything seemed to be okay. That's not what we expected. But, no, so 10 minutes go by, like, oh crap, well that was weird. It happens again, so it goes out again, and then it flickers, comes back on, and then everything resets once more, and we're like, alright, it's definitely something's gonna be messed up this time. A little wonky, but it finally came back up, the system. And guess what? It happened a third time, and this time the power went off for, I think, 2 minutes. But it did come back on, thankfully. And everything started to reset, and we're like, oh god, I don't know now. And then it happened again. I think in total, the power flickered and surged 5 times. Which, I don't know if you know anything about electronics, but that's not good for computers or TVs or satellites or anything else electronic to shut down randomly and sporadically without proper shutdowning protocol. Oh yeah, so basically when that does happen, you have to have a plan, because the power's on, but your systems are off. The power is on, which means you still have to operate, because there's still guests in your restaurant, and there are still guests that are gonna want to come to your restaurant, and you can't obviously shut the door. I mean, you could, but that's just being lazy and not figuring stuff out. So our backup plan basically is we have a box, and we call it the crash kit. So when everything crashes, we have everything in this kit to help us operate as a store without a computer system. Now, in no shape, form, or way, or form, or of any way ever possible is it still going to be anywhere close to a smooth time, even with a plan in place and a crash kit, because people are stressed and panicked, and most of the time that it does happen, it's a brand new staff because it happens so irregularly that it just is a brand new staff every time it happens, and you have to retrain them. So we had probably 18 servers on tonight, and I'm pretty sure 90% of them have never gone through this in this location or this store before. So you have to explain to them, all right.
Here's the dealio. Go to that black box, get you a pad, get you a calculator, get you the credit card slips with the carbon on it so you can, scratch the card so you can see the card number, so when the computers do come back on, you have to put the card in. Make sure you're writing clearly, and make sure you write the time, make sure you write the date, make sure you write the table number and who you are on every check. That way when you hand it to the kitchen, they know what's going on and where it's going. Make sure you also, when you hand the check to the guest, that it's nice and neat because it's handwritten and they understand and the prices are right, because the computers are down. And if you don't know the price of a certain drink, that's not always in the menu. You have to go by knowledge. But thankfully we had a price sheet that has all the prices on it of everything. So
without the crash kit, we would have crashed. We still, we didn't crash. If it was crazy, stupid, busy in the middle of, season with crazy sales going on and 500 people in the restaurant, I probably would say we would have crashed. But, we didn't, because it was thankfully on a Monday in the off season. So, so once we explain that to the servers, you have to go explain to the cooks, all right, this is the deal, this is what's going on. We need someone in the middle getting these checks and hollering out orders on the 7 different stations that we have, like, yo, fry, I need this as an appetizer. Yo, saute, you need to put down a pasta or a beach boil or, whatever it is. And we need to get this thing going. Yo, sushi, we need some crunch rolls. Yo, fry, we need like 7 more sides of fries in the window, please. Kind of like that. Not really. It's more of, hey, I need some fries in the window now. No, not even like that either. Don't even listen to me. But anyway, so I myself, after we helped the servers get going, I automatically knew the kitchen was going to struggle with this. So I jumped back there and got in the middle and decided to be the makeup guy that is hollering out the orders. That was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed communicating with the guys. It really changed up the monotony of the Sunday blues. Let's just go with that. That sounds good. And finally, thank heavens, the computers came back on around, 8 o'clock. Went out around 4 o'clock. Or shoot, I don't know. I was in the kitchen. I wasn't even looking at the time, but around about, that's how long I was back there. And I had a good time, and I was actually, got to work side by side with the kitchen staff, which I usually don't do because, I'm usually a front of house guy, a bar manager, behind the bar, helping them out, or, help with the servers out and, making sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing front of house wise. But being in the back again brought up some good memories, and it was tons of fun. So, that is a pro for today. There's a lot of negativity when that comes along, and you can say, oh, this is crazy, this is a nightmare, this is so bad. But for me, I see it as a learning tool and a learning skill, and definitely, it definitely just kept you on your toes and kept me on my toes, and all the other management staff and working together, and the whole staff working together. It was really awesome to kind of see it all fall in line the way it was supposed to be. So for any reason the power goes out in a restaurant and you are working there, don't fret. There is a positive side to it. There is a way to do it. Just make sure that you do have a plan in place. Your restaurant has a plan in place, such as a crash kit. Very important to have a crash kit. Very important. If you don't have one and you don't have a plan in place, what are you gonna do when your computer system crashes? You kind of have to figure it out. By the way, don't forget to add the tax when you're handwriting it. I know a lot of people will probably forget to write the tax if no one told them, because they're just not thinking about it and they're trying to get the guest their check and their bill. But other than that, that's basically what happened. I'm thankful that the power didn't completely turn off. That would have been a whole other animal, because we'd have guests in there in the darkness trying to get food, and we can't operate, we cannot cook food when there's no power, obviously, because the hood systems go out and you can't ventilate the system, and people will die of carbon dioxide poisoning. Basically, maybe not that dramatic, but you can't operate with no power, obviously. So thankfully that didn't happen. But that's pretty much my story for today. I am going to continue to try to post interesting stories that happen at work that relate to the bar and service industry, and if it helps you guys or entertain you guys, that's even better. So hopefully it helped and entertain you guys. That being said, I'm out of here until the next crazy, fun, entertaining, helpful video that I come up with. So catch you guys on the next video. Peace!